Hey y'all, what's up? It's me. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Megan. And if you know who I am and you've been here before and you're still not subscribed, you don't have your notifications on, what are you waiting for? Go on, do it. Subscribe, like this video, and then hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload. And then, yeah. And then join the family and come watch me do makeup, watch me and Robert cook and do makeup and cook and just have a really good time. So I have been talking about doing a series on my channel here for a little while now. And I think I'm going to start. I have some videos where I'm kind of doing what I want to do. So this isn't like the official first video, but it's like the official time that I'm saying, yes, this is becoming a series. This is going to start it. And so today we're going to start it off easy and we are throwing it back to the basics and we're going to do lip lining today. Lip lining is not something that I used to be a fan of. I didn't used to do it. I didn't think I needed it. But then once I learned how to do it and once I started doing it, it was just life-changing. I love it. I have a shaky hand, and so when I make myself be very controlled with a pencil, it's a little bit easier for me when I go in with something like a liquid lipstick or something that's a little easier to be messy with and have something to trace along so I'm not getting out. So what I mean by that is you have your pencil, right? And I'm going to be using red today because it's easier to see its contrast, and so you can really easily see what I'm doing. This is going to be the ColourPop Lippy Pencil, and it's in the shade Bossy. And so what I'm meaning is I can control this little line easier than if I were to go in with a super thick doe foot applicator and then try and get a precise line that way. And so that's why I like to do lip lining now. I have multiple shades. Most of them are nudie kind of shades, but I have some fun, crazy. I have some reds. I even have a blue and a dark green if I ever needed it for whatever reason. You never know what you'll need it for. My favorite lip pencils that I have found so far are the ColourPop ones. I found that they are soft, but they are not so soft that they're sliding all over. My last video that I did that I think time-wise I'm going to be putting up before this one. Let me find it. It is the Color Sensational by Maybelline. They are good ones. I mean, they're roll up. I prefer the ones that sharpen. These ones are just a little too soft for me. Like I could push and it just kind of widens out and they don't stay as sharp, and you can't really sharpen these ones. So not the biggest fan of these. Their colors are great. But with these ones they aren't wooden, they're like plasticky. But you can get a sharpener off of ColourPop or just use any other eyeliner sharpener. It does not matter. And you always want to make sure that if you are starting to line your lips, you don't want it to be blunt, you don't want it to be basically nothing. You want to have something so that you can get a good crisp line. So what I like to do is get a mirror up close. I overdraw my lines. I overline them so that it gives me the effect of having bigger lips. Now, if you don't like that, you don't have to. You can do right on the line, follow the exact lips that you have. You can keep your Cupid's bow flat. If you have a flat one, you can keep it however you want. I like to give myself a little bit more of a raise here because in person, mine's not really defined, but I like the defined look, so that's what I'm gonna do. Another tip, when you are doing your upper lip, instead of starting from here and going down, you're gonna wanna go from the corner and go up. And what that is gonna do, instead of being down and then down this way, when you do it this way, it makes it more straight. And then if you go from the corner up to your Cupid's bow, it's going to be more rounded. It's going to give you a fuller lip. It's going to look a little bit more natural than if you drag it down, because that's just dragging the skin down with it instead of, going with the natural rise of your lip. I will show you how that works when we get to the top lip. I always start with my bottom lip, and I always start here in the middle. So starting at the very bottom of my lip, I kind of roll it in too, like my bottom lip, so I can get that line best. So technically my lip right there. But I like to go just down a little. You can see where the natural like shelf, I guess, I don't know the correct term, but the shelf of your lip is, and that's where I actually like to do it. So mine's just a tad bit lower. It doesn't do a lot, but it's just enough to give it a little bit more of a pouty look. So go slow. When you're learning, go slower than when you get used to it and used to the shape of your lips. Go little strokes and go kind of side by side, like one side to the other. That way it's not like you get this one done and then you go and you have to like copy exactly the same way. It's hard, kind of like doing your eyeliner. One wing always looks good and the other one's kind of like and you have to try and match it. You just kind of go little by little and line your lips. Now during this, I make the funniest faces. I roll it in and make it really tight. That way, when I'm lining, it's not like dragging and making curves and bumps in the line. By making it stiff and making it tight, I'm able to get a crisper line. Now here's what I mean when I say go up with the curve of your lip. I kind of just relax my lips like that. Start from the corner and go up. Then I just pull it in. And I make my Cupid's bow a little more prominent. Is that the word? Defined. I'm gonna go with defined. A little more defined than it is in real life by making this go down right here at a slope and bringing the top up more. So you'll do the same to the other side. Because if I went down, do you see how that goes? Like, that is not at all where that is. But do you see what it's doing to my lip? It's tugging it, and you don't want that. I mean, if you want to have a straight upper lip, that's what you'll do. But if you want to have the more natural, like, curve to it, so there is the lip line. And what this does is now when I have the lipstick, the lip bullet, the lip wand, whatever it is you're using, you don't have to go to the exact edge now and try to cause a line with a liquid. You had a pencil so that you can trace or overline, whichever you prefer, and it makes it so much easier. What's also nice to have is a little concealer brush kind of like this. This is what I use to carve out my eyebrows with, but also if I need it, I can go in and clean up any line that I need. So if I feel like I took my outer corners out too much, I can just make little lines with a little bit of concealer on it, and it just cleans it up. So if you want to do like an ombre lip, you can even bring this color in even a little bit more. Bring it in. So then that way you can use a little bit of a lighter red on the inside, or what you can do is do that with your liquid lips. So you can go with a red and then a little bit of a lighter red in the middle, blot it, and it'll make it kind of look more poutier. You can put a gloss on top, make it look pouty. It's just really up to you at that point, but this is how you are going to line your lips. This is the basic how-to. So go on, practice. It took me a lot of practice, especially since I have shaky hands, but doing this with shaky hands is a lot easier for me than using a liquid lipstick wand trying to make my lips look perfect. Here is my red. Now some have a really nice flat paddle that you can use to help really get in right next to that liner. And then there is that. That is how you line your lips. And if you could see when I was putting this on, I didn't have to go all the way to the edge because I had that line. So I was able to follow that to keep my lips from looking kind of wonky and having to go in with even more concealer, because covering up a pencil, a thin pencil line, is a lot easier than trying to take out like liquid lipstick smear. It's a lot easier to fix that mistake than this mistake. Lip liner is something extra that I think that everyone should try. And if you don't like it, that's fine. It might not be for you. But I love it, and it has made my lipstick routine, my makeup routine, just so much easier for me. And I hope it makes it easier for you. I hope this little back to basic kind of tutorial was easy to follow along with, and I hope it helps you. If you have any further questions about it, just reach out, let me know, ask me Snapchat, Twitter, whatever you follow me on, ask me, and I will help you the best I can. I hope you are having a great day, a great night, wherever you are when you are watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!